Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday night, and yeah, I'm kind of awake, so we're gonna get this one running. And the man running with me, of course, is the one, the only Phantom D Saint. What's good tonight, brother?
Yo, we're probably gonna be talking about the best episode in the entire season, man. Probably literally the best as episode one, honestly. I was like literally the edge of my seat, like, what the hell is going on? How is Shirley gonna get out of this? And if she is, will she be good? Nope.
Nope. Oh man, everything about it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm in 100% agreement. Yeah, we haven't even talked about it at all, but yeah, 100. Yeah, I think this is definitely the best episode. It was awesome. It was a thrill seeker the whole way through. One of the longest episodes, and they just kept it jam packed from start to finish. I was loving it. Oh, I do want to send out a quick apology for everybody that's been waiting so long. Like I said, I only got a couple hours of sleep. I am dead tired, and I thought I sent my man the link, and it's just been sitting there in the space, just waiting for me to hit the send button this whole time. So yeah, we're getting a little bit late start, but we're gonna get into it because this was a good one. Thanks for waiting around. Oh, Poker Face episode 9. This one's called Escape from Shit Mountain. And again, this show does not disappoint when it comes to special guest stars. Like this week just started out with Joseph Gordon-Levitt going through a repetitive daily routine. I was like, nice. But the third time around, though, this man, you can tell like he is on house arrest. He's stuck in here. But what were you thinking when you saw my man was going to be the guest star this week?
First off, I'm like, okay, this show really got money. You got freaking Joseph Garden up in this bitch. I'm like,
Right?
all right. It's like again, every episode we get like these guest stars, but oh my gosh, I got Joseph Garden. Like, okay, I see where a lot of money went to, and we were like, yo, what's up with the writing? Maybe they weren't paying the writers as much because they were paying Joseph Garden to show up here.
Absolutely. They had to get Levitt in the house paying all these guest stars ain't cheap. What's up, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. Got my man Jake Cruz out there. What you guys think of the episode? I mean, one of the best ones of the season. Absolutely, for sure.
But I wonder, like, what got him to do under house arrest though?
Remember, he said that
No, in the
some
beginning, like before, like we learned, I was like wondering like what caused it. And then
Oh, yeah,
later,
yeah, yeah,
seeing
definitely.
like it was like insider training or whatever.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the whistleblower had to blow everybody up. Oh, but when I saw him not want to pass through that gate of when that delivery driver left the food out in the snow, I was like, maybe he just has like agoraphobia or something. Like, let's not get it twisted. Either way, he deserved to have that food left out on the wet ground after all those days of not tipping. But especially knowing you live way out there in the sticks, and all of a sudden you never tip this man having to drive this food out to you, like what an asshat. But when he couldn't go past that gate, I was like, maybe he has agoraphobia and he's afraid to go out. Like he can't get past a certain area or whatever. But the fact that he was outside, I thought it was weird. So yeah, house arrest 100%. Man, would
Uh,
you?
One, I don't like. I rarely do tip, but when I do tip, it's like during like those like if it's like raining or that person goes out that long way. I'm like, okay, let me actually tip and be a decent like human being for once. But the way how I'm like, dude is kind of like rich. Like, dude, like, just tip the man, like at least $2, something.
Oh man, having them driving your food on the daily way out here in the middle of nowhere and you're not tipping, like that is just ruthless. Oh man. Oh, where we at? Jake Cruz says he thinks it was a good episode. Man, living in Vegas, how do you feel about tipping? That's the Giant Tamer is just most hated part about Vegas. About 3-4 days in, you're like, I am so sick of tipping every single person I see. Like, hailing a cab, opening the door for the cab like they want $1. It's like I can tell the cab where I'm going. It's like I can open my own door. It's like I'm tired of tipping everybody, but that's just the life. It's what you do. But yeah, somebody's bringing food out to you on the daily way out in the middle of nowhere. Please tip that person. Absolutely, I'm a big tipper too. We just had a tip discussion. Maybe we'll talk about later about something funny. Just had it last night. This morning actually. Oh man. But what he sees as a bit of good luck is his ankle bracelet device has gone out for the night. So for the first time in a while, or what seems to be quite a while, he's finally free to leave his property. And that was actually pretty cool how like driving through his country roads was pretty much a life version of that video game that he was playing all the time.
And just a foreshadow, because he kept crashing to the point I was like, okay, I don't know how long you've been on house arrest. You finally like have an excuse to go out. And obviously, seriously, his parole officer was like, oh, don't do anything stupid, don't go out. Obviously, this man's gonna go out.
Right
But
then it's over.
and so
Absolutely.
I'm like, is he gonna crash it? Then of course, area almost like a death in the show. So my guess was okay, he's gonna crash into somebody. who's this somebody gonna be? I just didn't know that somebody was gonna be Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought
And
it
that
was
was
gonna be him crashing to someone, and then eventually, Charlie's gonna figure, okay, he was the one who killed that person, but in reality, nope. It's a,
see they
it's a.
finally pulled the switcheroo on us. Because yeah, that's what they make you think. Like, okay, here Charlie's gonna another person died around Charlie. She's gonna figure it out, but no, they put a click a bait switch on us, bait and switch. It was crazy. But yeah, that was another thing. Like all these roads were closed down. That's why they couldn't get out. There was nobody in or out. Old girl tried to steal her car already and get to Denver. All the roads are closed down. So how is his parole officer able to get out to his house if all the roads were too bad to drive and they're all closed down? That man was there at 7 o'clock on the dot. How?
Oh no.
I don't know. I mean, that's a little plot hole, but that was kind of crazy. But as he's driving out of control, like he said, he had to swerve to avoid a stag in the road, and he ends up hitting a person. And when he goes to check on them, they seem to be dead. And another car is approaching, and he doesn't want to attract attention, so he dumps the body in the trunk to hide it. I like when the other car drives by, how he kind of hid his face. Like, how many cats do you think are out here in these country rinky-dink road, or in these country roads in this rinky-dink ass town, rolling $300,000 Lambos?
Who knows at this point? But they probably, I don't know if they would have recognized him though.
Did they recognize that car? I guarantee that's the only one in 500 miles. Guaranteed. Yeah. Like, they know it's you sitting there hiding your head. You're the only yellow Lambo around, I promise you. Like,
Then didn't they say like he paid to make that car specifically for him, or something like that later on?
Probably, which means it's even more rare. So it's probably the only one in 5,000, 3,000 miles. Like the only one in the States, probably. And he's gonna hide. Like they're not gonna know whose car that is or who's rolling right there. I just thought that was funny. Like just little things like that will stick out. But he thinks he killed the person and calls a friend for help. And hey, that friend happened to be none other than our man Diego. What were you thinking when you saw him?
Oh my gosh, one Diego, and then wait, was it Diego? I think that's also the same actor who plays the 100 as well. I was like, is it, or is it just simply? Well, I think of another actor, but it went over my head that was Diego though.
Oh, really? Oh
I
my
thought that
God.
was another actor from the 100. Unless they dead look the same. Maybe they're brothers. Nope, I was thinking of freaking Bob Morley for some weird reason.
Jake breaking out trivia early. I guess that there were 300 in the U.S. Oh, maybe 300 made. But yeah, that was crazy. I saw Diego. I was like, what? My man from the Umbrella Academy making an appearance. He's been in a bunch of stuff actually, but of course that's the only thing.
And now think of it now, since he is in freaking Diego, it's sad how he kind of dies. If he had a knife in his hand, how did that help him out?
Arrow, my man, always going through it. Every episode, every series. It's awesome. Oh, but he came in calling him friend, but I don't know. Is that really a friend when the last 2 times you've talked to this man in ages was to bury a body?
And then he said like he's been in town for like what 6 months or 3 months or so. So I was like, what the hell? Not even hey, what's up? Nothing.
Yeah, you can totally tell he was a self-centered dick. Like, did he really just call this man for the first time in years to have him help him bury a body and then try to bounce on him instantly, talking about, I'm going to text you, bro? What?
Man, at least I get a quick drink though.
Dude, what you're going to do is bring your ass inside. We got some things to discuss. Are you out your mind? Last 2 times I see you is like 10 years apart, and both times I'm helping you bury a body. No, we got some things to talk about, bro. Come on in. Oh my God. So he goes in and tries to talk it out with Diego, but being as an emotional psychopath as he is, he just can't take it for too long. And he gets up to leave when they hear a knock at the door. And when they open it, they see the body that they had just buried lying in a clump on the ground. And Diego's about to shoot it when it wakes back up, like gasping for air. And luckily, a blue barracuda rolls in right on time to save it. Like, did you have any idea that time that the body may have been Charlie?
Nope. I thought it was Charlie pulling up, and then she was pretty much gonna be guessing out, okay, X, Y, and Z, but nope, it was Charlie there.
It was Charlie all along. Yeah, that was crazy. That's how I like that little bait and switch that they did on us for sure. Jake says I only call friends when I bury bodies. It's the only time worth calling. Like, yeah, I need a favor. Let's get this. Oh, speaking of, we next see her like lost trying to find her way through this, or trying to find her way off the stinking mountain. And a hiker asks why she'd ever want to leave, and wants to know, or he wants to show her something. But Charlie's like, "No, I have a special rule." Like, and all of a sudden she looks up, and my man, as soon as he takes off that shirt, she was ready, and she got a peep at those abs. She was ready to break rule number one real quick.
I'm surprised. This is like the first time we actually seen like a love interest for Charlie. We were talking about that like what 2 or 3 episodes ago.
We're
I'm
just
like, all
talking about next
right.
week.
It was last week's episode you was talking about it. So I was like, wow. So I guess they're gonna try to do some type of love interest, and then literally a minute or two later it ended. I'm like,
Oh,
all right.
yeah, right. It was unbelievable, though. I was like, yeah, just talking about that last week. I've been avoiding the love interest story this whole season, and boom, a week later, there it is. I was like, man, we are in tune with the show, I guess. But yeah, they didn't let it last long. So I mean, I get it, but that's funny.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like that guy was gonna be the person that got ran over, and then she was gonna
Right.
try to like figure it out. Maybe that would be like the emotional attachment. But
Mhm.
nope.
Yeah, and that's how they made it look too. But yeah, Charlie seems to have found Eden and says she's never leaving Magic Mountain. And then comes this little thing called winter, and game over. Charlie's summer fling, her boo thing, must have headed for warmer climates because she was stuck out there all alone with no way out. That is until she runs into her new klepto friend. Lucky her. So I gotta say, Charlie's getting her street game up just a little bit. Like she knew every time that girl boosted her wallet.
That and she was lying. She could tell when someone's lying too. So it's like, yeah, it's either one, okay, you're lying, and then it's like, also knows like, okay, you probably stole from me.
Yeah, she's always got that, but she was quick on that wallet game. Her new friend offers to fill up her tank if Charlie will take her with her, and Charlie's like, "Bet anything to get out of this place." Like, does she want to get gone so bad because it had too many memories of her boy toy no longer being there?
Man, it's gold.
And it's cold. I want to go to warmer places my damn self. Oh man, even Jake says it was a strange love scene. Just kind of forced you think a little bit. Could have been, could have been. So
Eh,
Charlie's finally getting off the mountain when a stag crosses her path, which causes her to skid into an embankment. And if you were with this known klepto, would you believe she was really coming back for you?
hell no.
Hell to the no. Like, I'm not just going to sit here. There's no way. They should have got out and walked it out together, I think. Yeah, that's, I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure she would probably know how to hotwire a car. So she really need a key.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we finally get to see the one who got hit by the car. It was indeed Charlie, and she somehow made it to the front door of the motel before passing back out after getting out of that tree hole. And was Charlie just playing dumb like when she did come through? Was she just playing dumb and acting like she couldn't remember?
No, I think she just really couldn't remember because she literally just got hit by that freaking sports car.
I don't know, because like as soon as she saw a girl, like she called her by her first and last name instantly. Like all of a sudden she seemed to have this perfect recall. I'm like, wait a minute, was she just playing dumb because she knew she was in such a dangerous situation? That's what I was. I don't know. That just had me thinking. I was like,
It
what?
could be half and half, like a beginning and then like latter half. Because the moment the two guys left, she was like, okay, these guys seem like off. So it was like half and half. Like she was trying to like recall certain stuff, and then it was like coming through shortly the moment she saw like at least a familiar face.
Feel it. Or maybe she was just remembering more and more as she was waking up. Yeah, it just seemed to me like she's just smart, and as she called themselves women of the world, and she realized quick, like I can't even walk, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I just crawled out of my own grave, and these are the only two guys around. Let me just keep my lips sealed until I realize what's happening, because this don't feel right at all. But Morty tries to make a splint for Charlie, and when she grabs the stabby stick to make sure to get it, she notices that it is no stick at all, but a bone. And just like a dog with a bone, Morty was not letting go of trying to share that reward money with of the missing girl that she's sure that that bone belongs to. Like that girl is just money hungry.
I would
Oh,
have shut up because I'm pretty sure like Charlie was like explaining how she got there. So the moment she explains the freaking, oh, I dug myself out with that bone specifically, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna shut up. I ain't gonna say a damn thing until these gentlemen leave and be like, hey, I ain't a regular bone. That's a human body bone.
Yeah, exactly. And I know, and just the way Charlie, like, oh, girl was trying to be like, no, I don't know. This could be, I don't know, because she didn't want to share the thing. But Charlie's like, no, that girl everywhere. We see her. It's like, Charlie, shut up. Like, you're smart enough with everything else. Like, now you're gonna be dumb about this. Like, zip it. You don't know what's happening here.
And that's why I
You're,
said she wasn't playing dumb.
yeah, yeah, that part, right? But those posters are ancient, and I'm pretty sure the reward was for finding her alive. But Morty was definitely on a one-track mind when it came to that money.
Normally, it's kind of like both. It's either both alive or dead. Like first, it's like alive, but if not, and by chance you're dead by or whatever, it's
Just
like,
to get that peace of mind. Could be. Morty was nice with that sleight of hand, though. I don't know when she got that gun from Trey, but that was slick. I didn't expect that. That was a nice little twist. He tracked her out there by that tree and went to get shoot her, and he was like, "Wait a minute." She's like, "Looking for this?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." She's nice with that slide. While trying to get her keys, Charlie sees the picture on the wall with the missing girl with her arm around Trey, and they lied. They do know her. Morty looks like she's worked out a little blackmail with Trey, and I don't know, like, you think she would have kept her mouth closed in the end if he would have actually just let her go right then? Or do you think, like, as soon as she got away, she would have called the cops on those guys anyway?
nah, she would have pretty much snitched.
Yeah, 100%, because she would have wanted that. She would have wanted the car and the 75 grand. Like, that's just how she gets down. She wants that money.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she got out of there, she was definitely going to the cops and saying she knows where that girl is. So, yeah, absolutely. He did what he had to do. But, man, my man is just a psychopath. I mean, unbelievable. But inside, Jimmy and Charlie have a little bonding session, and he tells her he's going to keep her safe, pretty much as he's trying to drug her. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of some conflicting things, bro. Like, trying to knock her out. And outside, Trey's like disposing of yet another body. Like, he really is just a straight up murderer. And what a waste of a Lamborghini. That just kind of made me sick to my stomach.
Like it feels like this one's like his first rodeo. Like, I'm pretty sure he probably killed like other people like outside of this town. Because I was with ease, you just killed her in that Lambo, run run over Charlie was an accident, but just like instantly just like putting the body in the back of the car and okay, gotta bury it.
I
Feels
mean, did they not
ridiculous.
check for a pulse or something? Like, are you kidding me? They're just dumping live bodies down there and waiting for him to die? Like, what the hell? And he was just quick with it. And then he's, yeah, like at the end when he's just like jumping around, that's how you do it. Like, he is just a complete psychopath. 100%. But again, Charlie gets some points for using her up in her street game a little bit when she was smart enough not to take those blue pills. I was like, all right, you're getting a little.
Yeah. For a second, I was like, "Don't tell me you actually took those damn pills." The way how the camera did the effect, I'm like, "Don't do this. Please drink roll us or something. Please, please."
Oh, and then she tries a feeble attempt at getting away, but she's just way too banged up. And she makes a racket trying to get her keys, and they come in to find that she is indeed awake. And Trey's ready to just take her out. Like, what's one more What's one more at this point?
hmm
Like,
I was hoping that Diego was being honest and been like, "Okay, I don't want nothing bad to happen to you," because he did felt guilty that like literally that entire night. So I'm like, don't tell me you're gonna actually allow all this shit to happen. But nope.
and lucky for Charlie, like Jimmy was a better man, and he tried to step in and save her. The problem was he brought a knife to a gunfight, and that usually doesn't work
Yeah.
out too well.
It was like instantly. I was like, wow, like nothing, like no fight or nothing, like done. I'm like, what? And again,
That's a
with ease, he
psychopath.
just killed him.
Yep, didn't even think twice. Just get it done and keep it moving. Absolute psychopath. But Charlie, who you'd think would be better by now at slicing those Achilles heels, tries one last stab at taking Trey down, but she's just too hurt and he's too determined. When he stabbed her in the chest, did you think that maybe it was curtains for her, or like this only being episode 9, we kind of knew she was going to make it through somehow?
I did not think it was gonna be curtains for her again. Power of the MC. I was figuring, okay, how is she going to get out of this? That was my question. And
Yeah.
then literally threw her body down. I'm like, how the hell is she again going to get out of this again? Like, is she just gonna just again just mirror miracle again, just make it through? And
Uh,
then literally as he was like going home and the pro officer was coming in and he was like, trying to like clean up his ankle, I was like, oh shoot. Was that the reason why she like attacked this freaking heel? Was it because like trying to like injure him even more, but to get like the ankle bracelet so that they can people can like possibly track her.
Yeah.
Because
That
she
was.
knew like she couldn't win it.
So you think that's what it was more about instead of trying to hurt him? You think it was more about
Yeah,
getting that ankle bracelet off? I think
she
in the
knew
end,
she couldn't win that fight. She was already injured from the car crash, barely could walk.
I think you're 100% right. I think it was in the end. I think that's what it was. Because yeah, I mean, we already saw in another episode she already got that ankle, so she should be real good at slicing those things right now. But yeah, I think she just wanted that bracelet off. Chick says she wouldn't have been able to keep the car if she snitched. Yeah, she would have, because he would have been in jail, and she would have been out. I don't know. Maybe they'd have tracked it down, but that's a good point, I guess. Like sooner, even from jail, I guess he could definitely say that she stole it. Get that gone. So I guess you're right on that one. That 300,000 is definitely more than 75, but I still just see her like telling somebody else to go snitch and acting like it wasn't her. Which I mean, who else could it be? But she has a one-track mind with that cash. I think she would have tried to find a way to get that 75,000. Oh, plot armor indeed with this Charlie character. She can't die. She's got another episode to go. She's got one more in.
I mean, if she died this episode, like, what are we
Yeah,
gonna
what are we
pull?
gonna do next episode? So for the second time, Charlie gets to visit the spot beneath the tree, and Trey looks like he may actually get away with it, but he does drink the blue roofie pills, and they acted for a second like that was going to be a thing, but no, they just kind of made it a blurry camera and then went off. It's like, I don't know. Maybe they weren't all that strong, but yeah, it seems like that should have been more of a problem because he got dizzy for like half a second, and then he was dancing around inside like nothing ever happened once he got in. I mean, the adrenaline would be running, but come on, take
I
two of
mean,
those
it should
pills.
have been like enough just to knock her out and kill her. So,
Yeah. And what was with that stag always showing itself? As far as I'm concerned, that stag was a dick. Always standing out, always standing out in the middle of the road, making people crash on the daily. Like, man, fuck that stag.
this guy was trying to warn people, like, yo, your time is coming. Your time is coming.
That stag was an asshole. Oh, just when Trey's celebrating getting away with it and getting all cleaned up, he noticed something missing. And of course, Charlie was able to get Trey's ankle monitor off. So, do you think she learned that move from Morty, being able to get that something off smooth like that?
Yeah,
Morty
in
finally
honor
did
of
show.
Morty.
Oh, Morty finally showed her a trick, and it actually saved the day. So Morty, you will be a. Morty can go down as a martyr. Oh man, but yeah, I think that's why she didn't do more damage to his ankle. I think you're right. Is just to get the monitor off. So we see Charlie still breathing, and then we see her wake up in a hospital, and glad to see that she got some medical attention. So she looks like she'll be all right. And while she's laying there, she sees the news, which is proclaiming her dead. But the news said that there were two more slayings found next to the body of Chloe. Then said the wallet and body of Charlie were found in a wrecked vehicle nearby. So Charlie is obviously still alive. Did Sterling Frost like pay off the cops to pronounce her dead so he can have his way with her when she gets out?
Yeah, that's my guess. That's what it was.
Because that was just weird. I was like, wait a minute, you just said there was two
Because
bodies
if
next.
anything, it could be that Morty still took Charlie's wallet, and she pretty much had the wallet like as she was like making her getaway, and then she dies with it. So I'm guessing when police was covering all that evidence, they just assumed like, oh no, Charlie's actually Charlie, and Morty's probably a Jane. Is it Jane Doe, right?
Yeah, Jane Doe.
Yeah. So again, Sterling probably just paid off the cops and been like, no, make it seem like Charlie was the one that died when it was really Morty, and then Morty's the Jane Doe that's in the hospital.
But somebody's covering that up. Either a cop's
But
doing it because they
yeah,
realized she's in danger, somebody's coming after her, or yeah, Sterling paid her off. Sterling Frost paid her off, so Cliff can grab her the second she gets admitted out. So yeah, that'll be signed out. That'll be interesting to see how they play that in the next episode. But once hearing that the news proclaimed her dead, Charlie was just flat out giddy. Like she thinks it may finally be over, but once the camera pans outside, we see indeed that is not the case. Looks like Cliff is here and just waiting for her to be discharged. So all he's asking at this point is how deep to dig the hole. Woo! Have you seen the last episode yet?
nope. I've been itching to watch it
Oh
for a
shit!
week.
Nice. I haven't seen it either. What's gonna happen? How's it gonna go down?
I'm really wondering how it's gonna go down, man. I'm wondering how the hell I'm gonna watch this episode because of work. I just hope when I go home tomorrow, I'm like, okay, or should I say tonight? Oh, whatever the time it is. It's crazy. Once I go home, I'm gonna see if I can watch it because I'm dying to see like how is it. Oh, she's pretty much incapacitated. Like she could barely walk or run. So it's like, I hope we're gonna see old man Sterling go in there,
Maybe. Jake
mafia
says we'll
style.
find out early in the next episode. Because yeah, well, it has to be something. But yeah, somebody paid off something. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. And yeah, like you said, like her legs were broke. It's not like she's gonna be able to run away or do anything. Like she's stuck. But so yeah, I don't know how. And like, can she even drive with a broken leg like that? Like, what is she gonna do? She doesn't even know where her car is at unless the police found it in the woods.
The only way they can help her out is if that FBI agent somehow helps her out. That's the like
Oh,
literally the only way if he just comes out of nowhere, like, oh hey Charlie, and then it's like he has to like back up or something.
when's Oprah gonna make her appearance?
That could be the one paying her hospital bills.
There you go. That could be it. She hears the story like that, and she's just going to take care of the Jane Doe, and she calls to thank her, and then has to help. I need you to send somebody. That'll be amazing. Oh, quit your job and watch the episode. It must be a good one. Jake saying, quit your job and watch the episode. Must be a good finale. Oh, I hope they stick the landing because yeah, that's going to be tight. So I mean, we have to see Sterling Frost. I mean, you're not going to have Ron Perlman in the credits and not show his face. I mean, we've heard his voice. I think we got to see him. You think he's going to make an appearance next episode?
They got to.
I would think so. So you think Cliff will actually get Charlie to him?
I'm like 80-20 on that.
I think maybe a little leaning
It has to
toward
be a challenge, I'm guessing.
Charlie will talk his way out, or maybe Cliff is tired of working for him, so maybe Cliff will get there and then take out Sterling
Nah,
Frost.
this man's devoted.
Right? I
This
know.
man's devoted. Like literally, he was like episode 1. He was like, first thing, call your father. Literally, when he screwed up, he was like, "See, we should just call your father." Since that first episode, go after her, and he's been on the prowl, getting her. Like this man is devoted. He's on the case.
Yeah, his only question was, how deep do I need to dig the hole? Like, yeah, he's in there. I don't know. That'd be crazy. Interesting. Oh man. Well, we got just a couple trivia questions. Like we said, we both think this is the best episode of the season so far. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with this one and really looking forward to the finale to see if they can knock it out and actually land it. So, oh man, I got high hopes for this one. Oh man, we got a couple deep dives, so we're just gonna blow through them. If you know these answers, write them in the comment section. If you're watching later, write them in the comments down below. Oh man, what was Trey's PO's name?
Devin,
What was Trey PO's officer's name? It was Officer, not Devin.
John,
Anybody knows that one? Write in the chat box. If you're watching later, write in the comment section down below. What time was Trey's PO going to be there to check on him in the morning?
7:00.
7 a.m. Absolutely. Back on track. Oh, Bob is not your uncle. That is incorrect. Oh, what college did Trey go to?
John Jay.
John Jay is incorrect.
No clue.
What college? Anybody out there remember what college Trey went to? An extra credit. Do you remember what college Jimmy thought he went to?
Howard.
That is incorrect. Oh, if you know those, put in the comment section down below. What was Charlie's own personal rule that she broke once she saw the hiker's abs?
I feel like I should know this.
Oh yeah. What was Charlie's own personal rule that she broke once she saw old boy's washboard abs? Absolutely correct, Jake. Well done, you.
I thought I said Harvard, unless the Harvard was another answer.
Harvard. No, you said J something.
I said John Jay, then I said Harvard.
Oh, I never heard Harvard. My bad. Well, if you did, excellent. Oh, Jake Cruz knocking it out again. Never go to a second location with a stranger. Absolutely correct. Oh, Jake's on fire. What's up, extra credit? Do you remember what college Diego thought that Trey went to? He did go to Harvard. He goes, I didn't go there. I went to Harvard.
Ford University, I guess.
Incorrect. Who was the girl on all the missing signs? What was the girl's name that was on all the missing posters? Those damn name questions again.
No clue. There's barely any characters in this episode, really.
Princeton is incorrect, Jake. Good guess, but incorrect. Oh, what was the award for the missing girl?
Is that 15K?
That is incorrect.
30K?
That is also incorrect.
50K?
Nope.
100K?
Oh, incorrect. That is also incorrect, Jake. Hey, there he is. He brought that one back, though. Good guess. Extra credit. He gets the extra credit points. And you're absolutely correct. It was the one number that fandom didn't say. Oh, what had brought Mortimer to the mountain?
It was the mountains. It was like the snowy mountains.
Why did Mortimer come to the mountain?
Oh, I'm thinking Mortimer. That's Morty. Damn, forgot why. That could have been a trivia question. Why did Morty? What you called Morty all the time?
Mm-hmm. Anybody in the chat know? Put in the chat section, chat box, right in the comment section down below if you know what had brought Mortimer to the mountain. What brought Morty to the mountain? And what was the name on the credit card they used to fill up Charlie's ride?
George?
Damn name questions. I laughed when I saw that. I was like, that makes sense. That ties it all in.
Was him Mortimer?
Of course it was. Oh, anybody remember the last name? Write it in. Yeah, I was like, why are they calling this girl Mortimer? Like, that's so odd. Like, what the hell? And then I realized the card she stole and filled up Charlie's gas tank with, the name on the card was Mortimer. Seinfeld, something Jewish. It is not Seinfeld. It is absolutely something Jewish. Nice recall. Oh, anybody remember that? Put it in the chat box down below. Oh, where did Charlie flash back to when she was hit by the car?
Isn't it a water park?
Yeah. It was. Anybody remember the name?
It was vacation spot. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I'll give you a half point on that. That's definitely a good call. Good recall. Anybody remember the specific name? Type it in, write it down below. What was the name of the place that Charlie recalled when she was hit by the car? And what did Charlie's mom put on her that had her asking why?
A tutu or something?
Or something. What did Charlie's
It was
mom...
like a dress or something. She was like, what the hell?
What did Charlie's mom put her in?
She thought she went to heaven and that's like the place she goes to.
I know, right? She's like, no, that's the best time of my life. You can't be. What did Charlie's mom put her in that had her asking why?
They didn't explain why as the episode progressed. Like why her like memory, or just that's the first thing that she was thinking of, went to because of the smell of the freaking coconut rum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was some aroma that invoked the memory. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where did Jimmy say the closest clinic was? That's a tough one. That's a deep dive.
15 miles away.
What was the name of the town where Jimmy said the closest clinic was?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is not a town. Oh, another deep dive. What was Trey's last name?
Trey? Who's Trey?
Trey is the murderer. Gordon Levitt.
I just know I figured Joseph.
Oh, what state did this episode take place in?
Gotta be some mountain state.
It was a mountain state. Oh, wow. Nice recall, Jake. It was some kind of bathing suit. Well done, you. I'm going to give you points for that. It was a Minnie Mouse mono. Well done, you.
Dang, why Minnie Mouse?
It was a Minnie Mouse monokini. And she was just like, why? It was not 300 miles away, but it absolutely was Colorado. Jake just killing this one. Well done, you.
Wow.
Oh.
I remember back in like, was it 4th or 5th grade, I did like a paper on Colorado. Tragic.
Feel it. What was the name of the motel this all happened at?
Colorado Hotel.
It's funny. I got most of these in that last little clip. This is what they were talking about on the news. Oh, well, anybody remember what was the name of the motel where this all went down? And one last deep dive. What news station was Charlie watching that was telling her all this?
Was it Channel 4?
It was not.
Or Channel 5? Is this like the same news channel throughout the entire season? Like,
no, different ones in different states. Absolutely. I know. I was kind of wondering that too. I was like, "Oh, they're going to tie that in? That'd be funny." They said I knew you would ask, but didn't write it down. Ha! Can't get them all. Got to keep them guessing. But yeah, you guys both did pretty good because there's some deep dive questions on this one. That's actually a tough one. Oh, but that was definitely, like you said, one of the best episodes. Has me totally excited to see how they're going to land the finale and see if they bring it home or if it absolutely gets away. Oh man, so yep, all in. You like this one? Excited for the finale coming up?
yes, indeed. Hopefully they stake the landing. I hope they do.
I think they will. The way they're coming back.
You with finales, however, who knows? Who knows?
A little nervous, but boy, they brought it back with the penultimate episode, so I have high hopes. High hopes. Oh man, we want to give a shout out to AK. Hope she's feeling better and everything's going better in the world of her. I know she's got some rough things going on, so just you're in her prayers. We're thinking of you, and hope you get back and things get better soon. Anything else you want to pump up? You doing trivia or anything on Friday?
Yeah, we should be doing trivia this week. The topic, can't remember, but Thursday I'll let you know.
There you go. Yeah, we could be on Thursday. Hopefully we'll be on Thursday, but yeah, stay tuned for that one. And if not, hopefully we'll be able to knock that out on Tuesday and be on to the next one, which will probably be Kaleidoscope. And we'll knock out those 5 or 6 episodes. So looking forward to doing that. Can't wait to get into it. And that's going to do it for us. So I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you next time. Be easy, everybody.